Now you're just being fancy with all the languages?
Well, you know, I was talking to the Brits a moment ago, and I fell into my British accent. How are you? Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, man.
You were talking to Neil Cavuto a moment ago. Since
Yes.
when does that classify?
Well, no.
Yeah, what's up?
7 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Prior to Cavuto, I was talking to the British host of the Sky News live interview I'm going to do right after you.
Right.
And so I fell into my British accent. Now, if you had one,
Is that from your deep British roots?
It's from my deep British roots, coming over on that slave ship.
Oh, and that's how you start an interview, ladies and gentlemen. TIR Nation.
Lighten up, America. Lighten up.
But that's not being said in a racial way. It's
Tony.
That's not being said in a racial way, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not being said in a racial way, and I have a pet peeve that I'd like to bring up if we get a chance in the course of this.
No, bring it up.
Since
What
you
am I
mentioned
telling
in a
you?
racial way, because you know, Tony, that one of my things has been race is a card that the liberals play.
Right.
And when they can't play it directly, they've come up with this cockamamie phrase, coded racial implication.
We saw it most recently from Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
When he was talking about Newt Gingrich and this idea of getting jobs. Is getting jobs racially motivated?
Absolutely not. That's what's so ridiculous about it. So if the race card warriors can't come up with something direct, they dig deep 3 levels down and come up with this coded racial comment, like the one that when Gingrich said, we need to get people off of food stamps
Right.
and give them a paycheck. And I was asked on a CNN show yesterday morning, was that a coded racial comment? I said no. I said I absolutely reject the notion. Let me explain to you where a paycheck comes from. A job.
Paycheck comes from a job.
That's what Newt Gingrich was
But
saying.
we had also heard that same kind of talk. They would refer to President Obama playing basketball as the idea that he was more interested in the vacations, like the golf, than he was in the working, and somehow that was racially motivated as well. You were talking with Neil Cavuto
Yes.
just earlier, and you brought up the race and class warfare. How much are you expecting in this campaign?
None. I'm not expecting the class warfare thing. I'm expecting a lot.
Right.
That's the only reason that some people in the media, mostly liberals, keep pushing for Mitt Romney's tax returns. I don't care.
Right.
I don't think the voters care. We had to fill out a disclosure statement as a presidential candidate. That was extensive. I had to do it, and all of the candidates did it. That's all the information they need. The reason they want those tax returns released is so they can dig down into the weeds and come up with some sort of accusation about where he holds his money and turn it into a story to distract the voters again. The voters, Tony, are getting sick of that. They don't care about it. They really don't care.
I believe the same thing because I think that in the end result, the number isn't how many, for example, we go to Gingrich, how many marriages he's had. It's about the number 9. It's 9% unemployment here in South Carolina, and always good to bring up 9 in front of the 999.
99, I stutter.
You know, you stutter. Is that what you're calling
Whenever you say 9, I stutter.
Is that what we're blaming it on? You went on record, you did it with Hannity, you did it with us at TIR Nation the other day, about endorsing the American people, and then you did the event with Colbert.
Yes.
Are you worried that people will look at the event with Colbert and take it as just pure stunt, as opposed to, hey, maybe there's a message here? Because that possibility exists, and that possibility is actually being discussed.
Yes. The people that are closest to the establishment will probably interpret that way. Mm-hmm. But here's what they're missing. The college students, the youth vote. That's going to make a huge difference in this upcoming election. And if using someone like Colbert, for me to get in front of 4,000 college students and say, be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem, vote even if you don't think the candidates are cool, which is what they are saying, don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. I think that message needs to be taken. Go to where they get their news rather than thinking that they're going to watch what a lot of people watch in order to find out what's going on. So that was the intent.
Do you think Colbert is actually a conservative playing a liberal, playing a conservative on the Colbert Report, and this whole thing is a ruse just to get Republicans elected? Deep down, is he with you? Did he support your campaign? Has he written you checks personally?
He didn't write me checks personally, but
How dare he?
deep down, I believe Colbert is a closet conservative. He says he's a liberal, but I believe he's a closet conservative.
Are you asking him right now, Stephen Colbert, come out of the closet?
No. He can stay in the closet as a closet conservative all he wants to. I'm just glad he's conservative because here's why. When he spoke to those students yesterday, this is what the media doesn't pick up. They usually miss the real story.
That's why you have TIR Nation.
That's
in the
exactly
media.
right. You have TIR Nation. That's why if people want to go to CainConnections.com, they can sign up for my Solutions Revolution. And by the way, I'm going back on the radio. I've already gone back on the radio with WSB as a regular guest on the Neil Boortz radio show.
Great.
And I am doing daily news nuggets, 2-minute daily news nuggets that will be posted on CainConnection.com coming up in the near future, touching on some of these points. The point that the point that's being missed,
Right.
relative to Colbert's message, is that he had it sprinkled with some serious points and some serious things that he impressed upon those college students. That's what impressed me.
I got one more minute. We have the debate on Monday in Tampa.
Yes.
We've got President Obama, the State of the Union, on Tuesday. Another debate a few days later, the primary on the 31st. So
Yes.
2 questions. Who's winning South Carolina? And what in the world is President Obama going to say in the State of the Union?
Answer to the first question. Coming into South Carolina, it was going to be a wild card. And that has demonstrated to be true because of Newt's surge.
Right.
Whether Newt's surge was enough to have him win or come in a strong second is really immaterial. Bragging rights doesn't give you any more momentum than coming in a close second.
Okay.
This means that Florida is now going to be the wild card. And that means that Super Tuesday is going to be an additional wild card. In other words,
Who's winning? Who's winning South Carolina?
I happen to believe that Newt is winning emotionally right now. Newt is winning emotionally. How the actual votes go down, we will see. Now,
State of the Union.
The President's State of the Union on Tuesday. By the way, I will be offering the Tea Party response to the State of the Union on Tuesday.
Really?
Yes. We are not sure all of the stations that are going to carry it yet, but they're going to have the State of the Union.
Okay.
They're going to have the Republican response. Right now, it's supposed to be Governor Mitch Daniels of Indiana.
That's correct.
And then the Tea Party response. Last year, Representative Michelle Bachmann offered the Tea Party response. Well, I have been asked the honor of offering the Tea Party response. Here's what President Obama is going to say on Tuesday. Nothing new. Nothing new.
Is it true that you've made space on the bus for me to take me down to Florida with you?
Yes, Tony.
Hot diggity.
Yes.
It's
yes.
Florida, people. That's Herman Cain. I'm Tony Katz. This is TIR Nation, sir. Thank you.
It's a
Reaching
pleasure,
over.
Tony. Always enjoy it. And
Absolutely.
by the way, let me say one more thing to your viewers. Tony was on Fox and Friends this morning, and he was simply outstanding,
Thank you.
nailing the conservative points, explaining the lay of the land here in South Carolina. I was so impressed. I volunteered for this interview, and I'm glad I did.
Well, that's how it works. TIR
Great job,
Nation.
Tony.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, buddy.
Go knock 'em dead. Take care.